Hello, hello, hello. Perfect, perfect. Okay, guys. So what we're doing, we are gonna do. Oh my goodness. We're gonna do some readings. We have Valentine's Day up tomorrow, so I thought we could do some love. So here's the oracle card. So for the collective readings, I'm gonna show you guys an oracle card this time instead of a tarot card. If you feel pulled to this oracle card, then pay attention to this reading because it might hold some information for you. So we have a new love, and at the bottom it says a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Under the deck, we have release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. That's interesting. Now, I think I'm going to use tarot and see if I can get some more information on this new love coming in for you guys. You guys have definitely done some work in clearing things out. We have the Page of Cups. Reversed. The Chariot reversed. Ooh, we have the Ten of Cups. That is a very good card. And the Empress on the bottom of the deck. I feel like for you guys, this is interesting because I'm getting this new love coming in, but I feel like you guys are not exactly looking for it, which is funny actually to me. So maybe I'll pull a few more oracle cards just to see what else comes up. Is there anything else that we need to know? Any other information that we need to know? Wow. Wow. Okay. No. We're going to throw y'all back. That was a stop. Okay. So, for reading number 1. That's okay, Irene. Perfect. Just, okay. So I'm going to do this reading and then I will grab your reading next. So for the collective, we have new love coming up. We have calling in your soulmate, which says your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Okay. We also have the Page of Cups coming up reversed, with the Chariot coming up reversed, and the Ten of Cups coming up upright. We have the Releasing Your Ex on the bottom of the deck, which says the time has come to clear your energy. And we also have the Empress at the bottom of the deck coming out from the tarot, which is really powerful. So I feel like the message coming in is that new love is coming in, and I feel like, you know, this may have been something that you guys have been working on in the past and have had blocks with maybe and have given up kind of working on it, because I'm seeing like underneath the surface you guys have been really kind of working on releasing energy and clearing out your energy. And I feel like now, and this is why, like with the Page of Cups and the Chariot reversed, I'm getting that you guys really aren't looking for this love coming in. Like this isn't something you're actively seeking. You're not going out looking for offers or looking for people, or, you know, the Chariot has to do with movement. The Page of Cups can sometimes be messages coming in regards to love, or sometimes new opportunities in regards to love. But I feel like what I'm getting from both of those cards and the Ten of Cups here as well is that you guys are really happy kind of with where you are. You're not really looking to attract anyone in, or you know, you guys have done a lot of work and a lot of releasing, clearing your energy and work to clear your energy. And you're kind of sitting in this Empress energy right now, which is really good. I feel like the Empress energy is where you're like really kind of embodying your own energy. You're comfortable with being with yourself, right? You're focusing on nurturing yourself and growing yourself and doing the work that you need to do. And I feel like this is because you've tried in the past, especially with the calling in your soulmate energy. You may have tried in the past to call in a relationship of some sort. Okay. So it doesn't necessarily mean soulmate in general, because I'm getting for some of you, this isn't, for some of you, it's just an ideal relationship, not necessarily your soulmate, but you know, you kind of put it into that category, if that makes sense. But you've done some affirmations work, some visualization, some sort of magic to kind of pull that person in, but you weren't seeing results because you still had attachments, okay? But underneath of it now, you guys have you guys have worked through those attachments. They're done. They're, you know, I feel like you kind of worked through those attachments, and now, because you've done all this clearing work, because you've done all this internal work to learn how to love yourself, to learn how to reconnect with yourself, now you've kind of put out that energy, because what you possess within also manifests without, right? Now you're emitting that energy of self-love or love in general, and now it's opened up the doors for somebody new to come in. So even though you may not be expecting this person to come in, I do feel like there is a new person. If you guys are already in a relationship, this may have been just clearing out some attachments to previous people that have been affecting your relationship, and you're moving on to something new within your relationship and your dynamic. Does that make sense? So for those of you who are in a relationship, again, you could still have attachments and stuff to people that maybe needed to release. I feel like that's been done. And now you guys are kind of at this place where you can start moving forward again and improving things. So new love is coming in one form or another, whether you're already in an existing relationship and it's just reawakening things or re-enlivening things, or if you're single and drawing in a new partner. Does that make sense? This is the card coming up for the second collective reading, or option number 2. If this card is jumping out at you, then this might be a reading you want to pay attention to. It says, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help to bring you together. So let's see what the message is with this. What is the message with this card? I don't know. That's a whole lot of cards. Can you narrow that message down for me? What is the message with this card? What is the message with this card? Had a lot of fire energy. Wow. 10 of coins. Oh, cadoodle. Okay. And we have 3 swords at the bottom of the deck. Okay, let's see if there's any other messages. So are there any other messages? Anything else that needs to be added to this reading? other messages that need to be added to this reading? Anything else that needs to be added? Okay. No. Show the underlying energy of this. Underlying energy. Oh. Yeah, okay. You guys are stuck. Okay, so if you guys are attracted to or pulled to this, what we got was the calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help to bring you together. We also have love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. We have soulmates reversed. Yes, this is your soulmate. And we also have the Ace of Wands reversed, with the Strength card reversed, with the 10 of Coins upright. So a lot of you, I see, have been doing workings to call in your soulmates, okay? You have been doing prayers, you've been praying to whatever or whoever you pray to. Maybe you've been using affirmations, visualizations, doing spell work, something along the lines of that. You've been doing something to call in or attract your soulmate to you. However, I feel you are not ready for a soulmate and you are having issues pulling this person into you. Your things are not working. What you have done is not working. We also have the Three of Swords reversed on the bottom of the tarot deck. I forgot to say that. So what you're doing is not working. If you're wondering why it's not working, here's why. Because you need to be focusing on yourself right now. Underneath of all of this, there's a Three of Swords reversed. There is a lot of heartache and a lot of hurt and a lot of energy connected to other relationships that has not been released, that has not been dealt with, that has not been healed. Okay. You guys have a fear. It seems like what I'm picking up on is like almost like you just don't want to be alone. But the cards, especially with the soulmate card, it's funny because you get this calling in the soulmate upright, but the soulmate card is actually coming up reversed, which again is telling me like you haven't been successful at drawing in your soulmate. And the reason why is, again, the Love Yourself First card is coming up. You guys need to focus on yourselves. You are putting way too much emphasis on the other person and drawing in another person. And I feel like this is because you are not really comfortable being alone. You know, and you want a companion, which everybody does, but you're not ready for a companion yet. The Ace of Wands reversed is telling me you guys don't want to focus on yourselves. You need to be focusing on yourselves, but you're avoiding this. But the universe is like, we're not going to give you the soulmate you're looking for or the relationship you're looking for because you are not focusing on yourself. You are not focusing on healing, on releasing energies that need to be released, on cutting cords so that you can move into other relationships more healthier. You guys definitely have a fear. Again, the Ace of Wands, I feel like, is confidence. It's somebody who doesn't necessarily need a partner. They get into a partnership because they want to, but they don't need a partner. And the fact that this is reversed is like you guys are putting codependent. You want a partner. And this is where a lot of the toxicity comes from with these labels, is that we believe soulmates are the other half of us and we need to have contact with this person and we need this person to feel whole. No, you are complete and whole in the energy that you possess yourself, okay? You don't need anybody else. You don't. Okay? But you have yet to realize this. And as a result, I feel like you just keep hopping from relationship to relationship. Serial monogamy comes to mind, where you get out of one relationship, you go to a next because you don't want to be alone. You do not allow yourself time to heal in the process of doing this, because you're going from one set of hurts to another set of hurts. And that's the issue. It takes a lot of strength to be able to sit by yourself. This is not a weakness. Being alone is not a weakness. Not being able to make a relationship work does not make you weak by any means, okay? You guys see this as a failure, as a weakness, but it's not. It is, being by yourself and empowering yourself and being empowered is a powerful thing. When you realize that you don't need another person, it makes the relationship that much more powerful, because you're coming together as two individuals that complement each other rather than need each other. We also have the 10 of Coins coming up. If you want a lasting relationship, you need to work on you. Stop putting so much emphasis on bringing in somebody else before you're ready to bring in somebody else. You need to take time to heal from things. You need to take time to grieve the relationship lost. You need to take time to work through that process, and then you can move forward. But that takes time, and that takes focusing on you. Okay? So if you're having difficulties and you were drawing in the ideal person or a romance or relationship that you want, whether you were currently in a relationship and trying to get out of one, or if you were, single and trying to manifest a new relationship, I feel like some of you, even if you're in a relationship, you've been trying to manifest the ideal relationship. You're like, this isn't what I want, so I want a relationship that is like this. But you, again, have not given yourself time to heal, nor do you love yourself. Because if you loved yourself, you would be okay with being alone. It says your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So again, when you respect yourself, when you love yourself, this will make you more attractive to other people. But I feel like, yeah, you guys are having issues calling in that soulmate because you haven't learned to love yourself first, and you're not giving yourself the time to focus on learning how to do that. You're not giving yourself the time to heal from the wounds that have been caused from past relationships. Instead, you're just trying to push through it and jump into another relationship before you're ready, or to manifest the ideal relationship before you're ready to handle the ideal relationship, because relationships can mirror a lot at us as well. And sometimes when we jump into relationships we're not ready for, it can cause a lot more hurt than it does healing. So we have the reconciliation card coming up. So if you are pulled to this card, this might be a reading you want to pay attention to. So someone from your past is returning to your life. So some of you may be looking to reconcile things with a past lover, or to reconcile issues within your current relationship. Let's see what this is about. Three of Swords. Three of Swords reversed, and the Sun. Six of Cups. What's on the bottom? The Hermit reversed. Okay, can you shed some more light? Are there any other things we need to know about this? Anything else we need to know? Anything else to add? Cards are flying in everywhere. Okay, I think we're gonna leave it at that, and playfulness is on the bottom. Okay, so there is definitely, we have, for this reading, we have the reconciliation card coming up. We have the stay optimistic about your love life card coming up. We have the attraction card reversed coming up. We have the trust card coming up. We have the playfulness reversed coming up. That was on the bottom. Then for the tarot, we have the Three of Swords. We have the Sun card. The Three of Swords reversed, sorry. The Sun card. We have the Six of Cups. And then we have the Hermit reversed. So I feel like for this reading is for people there. If you were drawn to this reconciliation card, there's definitely someone from your past coming back, looking to reconcile with things. Now, I am seeing that there's probably going to be a bit of trust issues with this. The Hermit card reversed is coming up. So underneath this, so when this person approaches you, you're going to be like, what the fuck, right? I don't feel like this could have been like a long period of isolation and that you guys were apart for, but I feel like you're going to come at this from a very discriminative kind of energy. And a very like, what do you want kind of energy. Like you haven't heard from this person in a probably a long time, it seems like, and they really hurt you. So when they come back, you're like, what do you want? Like you haven't necessarily forgiven this person, so to speak, or you're just very kind of approaching this with caution because you're like, I don't really know what to expect. Like when somebody comes back after a long time, you're like, what the kind of effing hell? But I feel like they want you to give this person a chance. Now, I feel like also there is not, like, you may not have a whole lot of attraction to this person. But I don't feel like it's because they're not attractive to you. The lack of attraction is from the lack of trust right now, right? They broke your heart in the past, and they broke it pretty good. And you've gotten over this person. Like the Three of Swords is like you've gotten over this. You've left this in the past, and you've really kind of moved on to live your fullest fucking life. And now this energy and this person from the past is coming back, and you're like, what? Do I trust them? Do I not trust them? Like, what's going on here, right? You're living a good life and you're like, I don't know. I don't know. So it is good to have discrimination with this. And I feel like because of the fact that you are not completely trusting of this person, um, you're not really, I feel like too, because they've hurt you, right? You don't really view them as attractive anymore. There is no desire to get back together with this person on your end. But I feel like they've come back for a reason. And even though there might not be a desire to get back together with them, I do see that you should at least give them a chance in terms of maybe being friends or being something, even if it's not a full-blown relationship because you don't feel, ready to even get into a relationship with them. You could even start as a friendship, because we had the trust card also coming out. So this card is saying to have some faith. Understand that nobody comes into our lives out of coincidence. I'm going to say that. Everything that happens in your life happens for a reason. The people you come in contact with are there for reasons. So understand that this person coming back, there is a reason to this. There is a purpose to this. Okay. And you have to trust that they're coming back for a reason, and this reason and this purpose will be shown to you. But I'm not saying to full out let them in. I'm not saying to open your heart out and say jump into a relationship or open your heart up completely and completely let them in. Obviously, there has been some heartache here in the past, but there also needs to be forgiveness, okay? The Six of Cups says you need to forgive this person. They may even be coming back to seek your forgiveness. They may even be coming back saying, I screwed up. I know I messed up. I did, with an apology and seeking your forgiveness. The question is, are you ready to give it to them? You don't have to get into a full-out relationship with this person. You don't have to even be romantic with this person, but the universe is saying that you need to have some trust in this process and understand that they're in your life for a reason. As far as how close you let them, how much you let them in, and how close you let them get to you, that is totally and completely up to you, these cards are saying. I feel like underneath of this person, it's really funny because at the bottom of the deck is the playfulness, but it says to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. You don't really see this as a joke. I feel they don't see this as a joke. And I was getting drawn to the words recapture romance and the fact that this is reverse. Like you may think that they're coming back to restart something with you, but they may not even be interested in that. Again, maybe they're just coming back just for this forgiveness piece. Just to say, I want to be friends. I want to reconnect with you. And I messed up. I'm sorry. Can we start over? Even if it's not, like I said, on a romantic level, they may not even want the romantic level. You may not want it, they may not want it either, right? And that's okay. If one of you or both of you don't want that, that is perfectly cool. But the cards are saying to give this person a chance, at least, to form a relationship with them. Now, again, a relationship does not need to be romantic. It can be a friendship. That's a relationship too. Doesn't have to be romantic, but at least give this person a second chance. It's all about second chances, I feel like. Even though you may be maybe a little hesitant, it keeps positive thinking and faith. Faith keeps getting emphasized in this. So I feel like it's about, you know, understanding that all of this is happening for a reason and just kind of seeing where things go. Okay. So we had keep an open mind pop up. This is the card that came up. So this card is jumping out at you. This may be the reading for you. It says your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. And this was reversed. So we're going to see what's up with this card in this reading. Okay, so we have the Four of Coins. Yeah. That's what I thought. We also have the Tower card. With the Eight of Wands. Okay, you're going to reverse that. Okay. I think this message is pretty straightforward, but we're going to see if there's any other cards that want to come out for this reading. Let's see. Whoa. What else is coming out? Okay. So some of you are very, very cautious of things when it comes to your love life. Okay, so the cards we have coming out is the keep an open mind, but that was reversed. We also have deception. We have let your friends help you. And then on the bottom of the deck, we had children. And then for the tarot cards, we had the Four of Coins, or the Four of Pentacles. We had the Tower come up, reversed. And we had the Eight of Wands, which was originally upright and then spun upside down. So I'm going to interpret the spinning in a second as well, because I feel like everything happens for a reason. And then we also have the Three of Wands reversed on the bottom of that deck. So what I'm getting, you guys need to open your minds. You guys, a lot of you are dealing right now, you're very cautious, okay? And I see with the children card on the bottom of the deck that you are cautious for a reason, and that there are probably other people involved in this situation, or other people that could be impacted by the romances and partnerships and the people that you connect yourself with. So you are very, very cautious about who you connect yourself with, because like I said, this impacts other people. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be children. They can be children, but I feel like the children are representative of like other people involved, and generally parents are very protective of their children. So that's why I said, like, you kind of are very kind of picky and choosy about who you connect with, because it is impactful or it impacts other people, right? Other people would be affected. It's not just you that would be affected by the people you connect with. It's other people as well. Now, whether these are other romances, or these are children, or these are like elderly people you take care of, or whatever the case may be, there's somebody else that could be affected by your love life and the people you choose to connect with romantically. Okay. That being said, I feel like you are a bit overcautious, and they are saying to open up your mind a little bit. Like, you are kind of, I get overprotective and overcautious of things. You don't need to be so cautious. It's okay to be cautious in general, but you don't need to be, you're overcautious. And as a result, you're blocking out a lot of opportunities for love and romance that could be there, because you're cutting these people off before you even give them a chance. Okay? So be careful of that. Be careful of, putting people into a box and being overcautious and, over analyzing people, or saying like, that's not the person I'm looking for because they don't fit into X, Y, and Z. Maybe they could be good for you, but you're giving up that thing. I'm also seeing deception card coming up. You guys have been lied to, and I feel like that is why you've closed your heart off a lot, and why you're so overcautious and skeptical about people and who you connect to, and why even the slightest red flag that comes up makes you cut people off, because you have been lied to in the past, and you have been deceived, and that has caused a lot of hurt. Okay. And because of that, now, like I said, you're so cautious, and it didn't just hurt you. That's the thing. Like, this deception didn't just hurt you, it hurt other people that were around you that you cared about as well. So because of that deception, now you're like, you have some trust issues when it comes to trusting people, and keeping an open mind about people. Like I said, I get this feeling that the slightest and tiniest red flag that comes up, you're like, no, done, cut them off, right? Not possible. The best way to get past this, I feel like, is to get outside influences on this and outside perspectives on this, okay? Friends are a powerful tool in relationships that you can use, especially people who have known you for a very, very long time, because these people see things that you may not, okay? They are outside perspectives. They have no attachment to these relationships at all. So a lot of times your friends can point things out that you might miss, because again, when we get into relationships, sometimes we go in, we get blindsided by love, we get the rose-colored glasses on, we don't necessarily see all the red flags or all the things that are coming up that could be problems. So, but I feel like that also connects with you. And your friends will call you out on when you're being irrational and overthinking things. And that's why you kind of need your friends to keep you in check. That's why it's important for you to connect with your friends when it comes to your relationships as well, because they're not only looking at them, they're looking at you as well. So they can point out red flags or major concerns in these partners, although I feel like you're so hyper aware that you see all these things already. I don't think there's going to be anything your friends can point out that you're not already going to notice. But I'm also getting that your friends are going to call you out, and they're going to be like, this could be a good person, but you're overthinking things. Why are you going to throw that person away? Why aren't you pursuing this? Why? Like, they're going to question and make you think about a lot of shit, and they're going to call you out on your stuff too, right? Potentially, if this is a good person that you're throwing away prematurely. So keep your friends involved. Let your friends help you in terms of romance, okay? Let them help keep you accountable and point out things with other people as well. We also have the Four of Coins. You guys do not like instability. You do not like surprises. You do not You know, you are very much a steady, stable kind of person. And you want that out of your relationships. And there's nothing wrong with that. But again, I feel like you also have such a confined, boxed in thing. It's almost like you have this very precise list of what you want in a person. And if they don't even meet one thing, they're gone, right? It's like, I need this, I need this, I need this, I need this. Oh, you don't check off all those boxes, you're not good. Sorry, you don't make the cut, right? Or again, the slightest red flag comes up and something comes up as unstable, gone. You don't make the cut. They're saying, the cards are saying that this is something that needs to change, okay? You are destroying a lot of good relationships, or even destroying a lot of good potential with this. And they're like, I don't know whether this is the reading for your rude awakening, but I do feel like there is an awakening of some sort. It's not as dramatic as the tower moment upright, but it's still a tower moment nonetheless. And I feel like there is an awakening that is coming to you, whether it is through this reading or whether it is through another relationship you experience or your friends or something, but somebody's coming in to check you. Somebody's coming in to call you out on this, okay? And hopefully that will set off a light bulb that this is what I'm doing. Maybe I need to stop. Maybe I need to be a little more open-minded. It is good that you are protective because you want to, like I said, it's good to keep discrimination, or not discrimination, discretion on who you let get close to you, because you do have people that are impacted by your relationships, right? You can't just let anybody and everybody close to you, but don't have unrealistic expectations, right? Don't throw people away because they don't meet certain criteria that could be negotiated upon or not even overly important. You know what I mean? Now we had the Eight of Wands come up reverse, or it was originally upright and then it was reversed. Again, I feel like you know that you need to change. You're aware that this needs to change and that you need to be a little more open-minded, but you are being very, very stubborn and not wanting to open your mind up. You are aware that this mindset and your distrust and your overthinking and your, I don't want to say narrow-mindedness, but that's it's coming through, it is keeping you stuck. You are aware of this and you know that you are aware that you could break out of this, but again, it was flipping back over to the reverse. So it's like, you know, it could be this way, but you're choosing to keep it this way. You are going, if you don't get yourself out of that box and stop setting these and open your mind up a little bit, be a little more accepting of people and not so demanding and unrealistic, you are going to keep yourself stuck because nobody is going to be able to meet those expectations. We're all flawed. We're all messed up in some way, shape, or form. Okay? The Three of Wands reversed. You're never going to find what you're looking for with these expectations and the way that you are trying to attract people now. The way you are approaching relationships right now with this narrow mindset to these high expectations, this super guardedness is not working for you. You have to get out of this energy, okay? Because this is not going to lead you. You're going to be stuck waiting your whole freaking life. This Three of Wands energy is reversed. This Three of Wands energy, when it's reversed, is like you're just stuck waiting, stuck waiting, stuck waiting, stuck waiting. And that is not something you want. You want to find a love. You want a relationship. But, you know, you cut people off or even people leave because they can't meet the expectations that you have set, or you cut them off because they don't meet the expectations you have set, right? Again, it's all about keeping an open mind. And right now, you're not doing that. It's okay, like I said, to be cautious, but you are overcautious. You are overcautious. You have been hurt in the past, and I understand that, but don't let that ruin the potential for a relationship in the future. Okay? Be cautious, but don't be overcautious. The Playfulness card coming up, and this came up reversed, but I'm holding it up right so you guys can see the picture and stuff on it. So this card, if this is a card you're drawn to, this might be a message for you. Check it out. It says, to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. That was reversed, so we're going to see what's up with this card. The Two of Cups reversed. The Hanged Man reversed. The Devil reversed. Oh, it's on the bottom, the Chariot. Let's shed some light. Is there anything else that needs to be added to this reading? Anything else? Anything else that needs to be added to this reading? No. Nothing. Okay. Can you give me the underlying energies then? What energies are lying underneath of this? Oh, what are the underlying energies of this reading? Come on. There we go. Okay. So what we have coming up for this reading, we have Playfulness reversed. We also have Worth Waiting For coming up reversed. We have the Two of Cups reversed. We have the Hanged Man reversed. We have the Devil reversed. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot. The time to move forward is now. Okay? So, For one, I am getting a couple different messages, okay? A lot of you are taking relationships way too seriously. Way too seriously. Okay, this is one message. Okay, so you guys are taking things, like I said, a little seriously. They're saying that you need to lighten up and have a little bit of fun with things, okay? I feel like for those of you who were drawn to the playfulness card, that you guys are waiting for that one and only. Like you guys are coming through as this energy of wanting something solid. You're waiting for your forever relationship, and you really don't want to commit to anything if it is not your forever relationship, right? You guys are the type of people that when you get into a relationship, you're like forever, 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 till death do us part, marriage and matrimony, the whole 9 yards, like right from the get-go. Like that is your objective with any relationship you get into. You want it to be this deep, serious, committed relationship. And that leaves you stuck. Because I feel like a lot of people you connect with are not necessarily wanting that level of commitment, especially right off the bat. If you want to move forward, you want to move forward. You have a lot of momentum and you're like, I see the future, I see my goal, and I want to move towards it. I know where I'm going and that I don't want to stop. But you're getting hung up because nobody wants to travel with you. And I'm not saying that, you're free to wait for people if you want, okay? You can wait for this person, for this forever person if you so choose to, that is more than in your realm of free will to do. The cards are advising you to have some fun, to lighten up. They are saying, so with the playfulness card, the Two of Cups coming reversed, it's saying, things don't always have to be, and the Devil card showing up reversed. So the Devil card is Saturn energy, which is very, very serious or Capricorn energy, just ruled by Saturn. Very serious, very grounded energy. Capricorns are long-term people. They don't do things without an end goal in sight. Same with the Chariot. They know where they're going, right? But you guys are like, well, why doesn't anyone want to come with me on this journey? Because nobody wants to make that love. You guys almost want a marriage commitment right off the bat with people. And people are like, whoa, slow down. Like, people are coming into these relationships. You're like, this is what I want. I want the Two of Cups right off the bat. I want the marriage. I want the commitment. I want that deep, wholehearted, fucking soul level connection with people. And people are like, I'm not there yet. And as a result, it causes a lot of conflict and people run away. They run away because they're like, I can't give you that. And I can tell you from personal experience, I have come across people with this intensity, and it has made me run away. Because a lot of people view or relationships as a process. And that's what the cards are saying. Like, I want marriage and I want commitment right off the bat. That's what's keeping you hung up. That's what's keeping you from getting to where you want to be. So lighten up, have a little bit of fun, okay? Flirt with people, have fun, go out on dates, even if you know that it's not going to be a serious thing or you aren't sure, go have fun. The other thing I'm getting from this is that it's called dating for a reason. It's supposed to be fun, okay? No relationship lasts forever. That's an illusion in and of itself. Eventually, we die. We get separated. You come into this world alone, you leave this world alone. No relationship lasts forever, okay? So they want you to enjoy the experience. Relationships bring us experiences. That's what makes it so much fun. That's what makes relationships worth being in. And yes, sometimes the experiences aren't the funnest. They can be tough experiences, they can be hurtful experiences, but there's also those fun, loving relationships that you get in that are powerful, that are fun, that, you know, they're just flirtatious and they're spontaneous and they're, you know, they're just enjoyable all around, even though they don't last forever. They have such a huge impact because they're still important. You need to get out of this mindset of I want forever and I mean, you're well worth waiting. They're saying you can wait. You can choose to be this worth waiting for card upright. But here's the question that's coming through to me is what are you going to miss in the process of waiting? And that's something you need to ask yourself. What opportunities are you going to miss in the process of waiting? There could be a lot of amazing people out there that you shut down because you don't see them as marriage material. You don't see them as somebody wanting something long term, or you go out on a date and you start talking marriage. Slow down. I'm not saying people aren't out there that don't want marriage because they're all around, but you need to slow down. Okay? The worth waiting for also reversed, meaning you're full steam ahead into things. You are not wanting to wait. Okay? In terms of marriage, in terms of commitment, you are not wanting to wait, and that's what's causing a wedge in your relationships because you want to full in steam on head into this before people even have a chance to get to know you. It is a process. People don't just meet and be like, that's the one I want to spend the rest of my life with. I mean, it happens, but very, very rarely. Very rarely. And in the process, you miss meeting so many amazing people in the process of it. So, you can wait. If you are in this mentality of waiting for the perfect person, of wanting a serious relationship, of not wanting to date per se, but to be in serious committed relationships, if you are in that mind space, then you can continue in that mind space, but this is just going to keep you hung up with the Hanged Man reverse. You're just going to stay stuck. Unless you come across somebody who has that same mentality, but I feel like not so much, especially with the Devil card coming up reversed, saying that this is something that's toxic. Like you need to let this go. Once you free yourself from that, I think you'll see things really start to take off as the Chariot's at the bottom of this. Remember, the cards want you to remember, this is the message that's coming through, that dating and relationships are meant to be fun. They develop into serious relationships, but they don't start off as serious relationships. So enjoy the relationships you have for however long they last, for the experiences that they are. They don't always have to be serious. They don't always have to be long term. You can have a short-term relationship with someone that is just as intense, just as passionate, just as committed as you can a long-term relationship with someone. And if you push all these potential relationships away, again, you know, you can wait for the perfect person in the perfect relationship, but what are you going to miss out on in the process? Right? That is something to think about. That's a message that's coming through for that reading. So just some food for thought. I feel like that's more of a food for thought kind of reading than it is, you know, direct advice. But a lot of you are having relationship problems because you're charging right in. You want marriage and commitment right off the bat. And a lot of people aren't ready for that. You know, a lot of people have to develop into that. So guys, I'm going to jump off. Thank you guys so much for joining me. And I hope you guys all have an amazing night and an amazing Valentine's Day tomorrow if you celebrate it. Bye guys.